Hey y'all, welcome to episode 18 of the Christmas card series here at Racing Crafts. For a list of supplies and measurements, look in the information bar below for a link to my blog. Today I'm going to be using La La Land Crafts Christmas Elf Marcy. And I'm going to be using this frame. This is from the Happy Hauntings Cricket cartridge. It was free back in October, so I liked the frame, so I went, I can do something with that. So, it's going on a Christmas card. And I'm using some glycerin embossing ink here. And I'm going to emboss it with some, let me turn this around here, some Ranger Ultra Fine Silver Embossing Powder. And that's just going to give it a nice metallic look. I have several Christmas cards that have Happy Hauntings frames on them, because they're not overtly, I mean, obviously this one kind of looks like a spider web, which is what it is, but I'm cool with that. I think it'll look okay behind Marcy. I think it'll look like just a decorative frame. So I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, let's go ahead and continue on. I'm going to work on the inside of my card today. So, let me grab some of these out of the way here. And I'm going to use In the Eyes of Children, which I have used previously, for my inside sentiment. And I think I'm going to go ahead and emboss that with silver embossing powder as well. And I'm going to use some Versamark on that. And we'll go ahead and put our powder on. And I'm going to use, let me get the paint powder cleaned off of this here. I'm going to use the Inkadinka what is this called? Don't open until Christmas or whatever. It's from an Inkadinkadoo Christmas set. It's got a lot of tags on it, but it was cute. And it's a present which kind of goes with the whole elf thing. And I'm going to stamp that in Cottage Ivy ink down at the bottom. There we go. And there's one thing that I forgot to do before I started this video, and that was refill my adhesive runner. So I've got to do that quick. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't really prepared as much as I thought I was. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull the rest of my pieces back in. And I'm just going to use a little bit of a snail runner here. Apparently, when I was cutting this, I forgot to cut it down the other way. Where I cut it, yeah, I cut it way too far. There we go. That happens sometimes. Okay, so now we will go ahead and layer this up. And because we did emboss that, the paper worked just a little bit, so we're just going to put a little bit of extra adhesive over here to kind of help it lay flat. And I'm going to grab my card base, which is 5x7. I cut it on the 8.5 inch side down to 7, and then I cut it at 10 on the 11 inch side and score it at 5. And I know this isn't a very popular size, but it makes my mom happy, so that's what we do. I've actually had fun making the bigger size cards. Alrighty. And we're going to go ahead and just get this layered here. Well, semi-layered. Alright, and I'm going to grab my little Michael's catalog here. It's paper towel. And I'm going to use a little bit of Krylon Easy Tech repositionable adhesive. I don't know why I have such a hard time opening this can. Okay, come on now. I didn't know it was that hard to get in here. Alright, there's more than one way. There we go. So, that should... There we go. Okay, needless to say, we are not putting that cap back on it. Alright, so now I've got some Easy Tack repositionable spray, and I'm just going to give that a little spray. Doesn't take a whole lot. And I'm going to use my tweezers here to pick it up. Alright. And we're just going to center this and push it down. Now, I know it's repositionable, but if you really push pretty good, I have not had it come up on me. I mean, yeah, if you go peeling at it, it will. But once it dries, it generally stays, as far as I have found. So I'm going to pop some pop dots on her. And I'm going to cut 1 1/2 to put under her shoes. And I'm going to cut 1 1/2 to go on her candy cane. And that looks pretty good.
Did you get them tiki lights empty today? No.
Okay. And I'm just...
I thought you asked her last night to help you today.
Peeling the backings off. And I'm just going to kind of put her on here, a little offset from the frame. And I'm going to do a little powder up there, and I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use a little bit of gold embossing powder. And I'm going to stamp this upside down here. And I'm going to grab the gold embossing powder. And let's see how that's stamped. Looks pretty good to me. Alright. So I'm going to put my powder away, and we'll grab the heat tool and finish up this card. Okay. Alrighty, and there's our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.